right. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. So I have been kind of up and down the past couple weeks just with like some health issues, and work has been super chaotic and crazy. And so I thought, what do I need right now? And I needed some help with embracing all of the chaos that is 2020. Um, and so I figured that some of you, if you're busy and crazy and just trying to keep swimming, like Dory with me, you might need this as well. So I actually was looking through some podcasts and trying to find like the inspiration to kind of give you guys this call. So I found, of course, our dear friend Katie Ersta did a podcast a couple weeks ago about using God, grace, and Google to move forward. And so I thought it's very simple. It's kind of fun to say, and it makes a lot of sense. So it is in the Make Chic Happen podcast. I think it's like number 84. Just FYI, if you want to go back and like listen to her as well, because I'm sure she does a much better job than I will. But raise your hand if you have found yourself questioning life, your decisions, and just how more you could be humanly possible to add to your plate this year. I think we can all say that we're not alone in feeling like it's just been crazy. Um, this year has been full of so many curveballs, and I think we all need the seventh inning stretch to finally just get us through. Um, so how do we not give up? Basically, the biggest thing is going to be reevaluating your priorities right now in this moment, and not when they become convenient for you. We know that we all tell all of our clients the same thing when it comes to just our basic workouts, nutrition, all of that. Why wait until January? What's so special about January? Why that's an excuse. That's just thinking that time is going to become more convenient for you. And the same things apply to your business, that and it's okay to reevaluate. Maybe 2 star was on your dream board at the beginning of January, but no one knew a pandemic and all of life's crazy was going to come at us. So maybe now it's like, I can only swing 20 to 30 minutes a day of building my business, instead of maybe before everything kind of hit the fan, you could spend that hour or two a day. Now you're trying to not only work and mom, but you're now homeschooling and you're doing all of these things that were not on our plate 9 or 10 months ago when you thought about your goals. And that's okay. But the biggest thing to do is to utilize a few tools to keep focus on moving forward. So the first one is God. So whether you believe in God or just a higher power, whatever your belief system is, that's okay. So God is not just God, but most of us, I think, here are Christians. So, we do have that belief, and it's basically coming in, leaning in, and knowing that no matter what, like there is good in the works. So, I know when everything was really, really crazy, I just kind of shut down for a little while. But then I was like, you know what? It's okay. Like, he's not going to give us more than we can handle. Just keep moving forward. Like, we'll figure it out one day at a time. Um, so just staying positive, praying. And honestly, the other biggest thing for me has been also leaning into this community. So we know that surrounding yourself with positive people is definitely something that gets you through too. So having a system, like even if you can reach out to someone and the only thing they can say to you is, I'll pray for you, like that's big. Like, I'm going through something crazy right now. I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm struggling. And if they just say, I'll pray for you, like that's huge. We are all here for each other. So if anybody ever needs anything, you don't have to say, anything personal about what it is, but just know we're all here for you, to support you in whatever way you need. And the second one is grace. So kind of what I touched upon in the first slide there is not giving up. Grace is just that you're not going to give up ever, but that you're going to take that time to readjust, reevaluate your goals based on the time that you have in the present moment. And that even comes down to when we talk to our clients and trying to get them, yes, life got crazy there for a minute, but that doesn't mean you stop focusing on meal planning and your workouts. So how much time do you have? Can you do 10 minutes? We have so many 10-minute workouts available. So, working with them, the same thing comes with us. If I used to post once a day, every day, then it was like, that was too much. So then I cut it down to, 5 times a week, or, I have time to do this. So I'm still consistently showing up, but I'm not feeling overwhelmed. And that is kind of a hard balance to come by, but it's super, super important. So don't feel like just because you're not doing all of the things all of the time that you will not be successful in your business. Some time is better than no time at all. So definitely, people will notice that too. I can tell you that last month, just because I've been here and there, still showing up. I've had people reach out like, hey, you're still doing that, right? Like, can I join your boot camp? Hey, like, do you have a group running? Can I get in? So they still see you showing up and you're not just gone completely. So like I said, just a little bit of time is better than none. But grace does not equal giving up. That's the biggest thing. Grace does not throwing in the towel and saying, I'm done with this. I can't do it anymore. So that's the biggest thing is, take that step back, take a day or whatever you need, take the time to readjust, and be realistic. Maybe 2-star is eventually down on that goal board, but you just don't have the time to invest now. Well, make smaller things your non-negotiables. Success club. Maybe one coach a month, something like that. Just make them smaller attainable goals that are still going to build you over time. And then lastly, let me move you guys back over here. Google. So we don't have to have all of the answers. Go out and find answers. It's not cheating. It is being resourceful. So like I told you guys, I knew I was struggling. Like, this year has been a whirlwind of just so many emotions, so many big life changes, like just all of the things. And I knew like that this is the topic that I kind of needed right now. And so I went and searched like some of my favorite podcasts, of course, at first. So I'm looking like topics. It's not cheating. It's just utilizing other people's information to kind of motivate you and bring you back to being centered and grounded. And as we always know, like, everything is figure outable. That's like the biggest thing that I've learned, is you don't have to be an expert. You literally can find the answers to almost everything with Google. And not just in this business, but in life too. Like, I started a business in August. If some of you don't know, I Googled like legit everything. Like tax stuff, tax questions, all kinds of things. Like, it was how to interview like an employee, all kinds of things. There's so many things out there. Utilize them. And there's no shame in the Google game, none. And also just like running things past each other. Like, that's what, when me and Amber kind of got connected, like, we've ran our posts past each other, things like that. Just always working. Yes, I do. Yeah. Owning or working with each other to kind of find out like what's working, what's not working, all of those things. Um, I know when I first started, oh gosh, 3 years ago, I was like nervous to ask questions. Like I thought, oh my gosh, all these people think I'm gonna think I'm so stupid. So that's, I mean, I would Google things, but again, we're here to like work through this. So if you have like a really good tip or something that's working, for me, I am starting. So I'll just give you guys a tip that I just started actually 5 days ago. Um, but to boost engagement in my group through the next 2 months, I'm doing like weekly little drawings for my people. So if they check in, and it's kind of based on an honor system, but if they check in 5 times that week on any of our posts, whether it's like their meals, their workout selfie, whatever it is, 5 times they're gonna do the little poll that I have weekly, and then they're gonna get little prizes for that. So that's something that so far this week has been great. Like they've been posting their pictures more, commenting, all of those things, and like really getting engagement back and forth with each other too, which I think through the end of the year is going to be huge. So always like Google and work with each other people. Um, and I think also too, like we're all friends, but like sometimes you need a certain other coach during certain seasons, if that makes sense too. Like we all eventually will be able to get together in real life and see each other face to face. But like, I know for some things, like I reach out to Amber and I'm like, hey, like, can you help me with this? But other times there's other people on our team that I've made friends with, and I know we've talked about other certain things. And so you reach back out to them. So just leaning into the community and the team, and just knowing that everyone's here for um, a better, just to have fun and be better people, really is what it comes down to. So that is my biggest things right now. I think that was the end of what I had there, and I kind of went off on some tangents, but um I hope that this kind of helped you, um as it helped me just kind of get geared back up to figuring out my business and life a little bit at a time. So I think I stopped screen sharing. I believe. Did I stop screen sharing? We're good. Okay. Did anyone else have any other things to add? If not, I can stop recording and then we can just kind of chat a little bit if that works for everyone. I will stop recording. So thank you all for coming.